Welcome to today's live IELTS class. My name is Adrian and I'm streaming to you live from beautiful Budapest here in Central Europe. I hope everybody has had a fantastic week and is looking forward to a great weekend. Hi Awaz, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. This is a members chat class. Of course, everybody is welcome to watch. And we will have an all chat class coming up in 90 minutes that will focus on task 1, writing with a line graph. In this class, we're looking at task 2, writing, band 9 essay flow. This is a continuation from yesterday's class where we planned the essay, and today we're going to write the introduction, body paragraphs, and the conclusion. While we wait for some more members to come into the class, this lesson is presented to you by aehelp.com for academic IELTS help. Check us out there. And for the general IELTS, check us out at gieltshelp.com. That's generalieltshelp.com. On both of these websites, we have loads of materials for you to improve your English and communication skills so you can get those high band 7, 8, 9 scores on your next IELTS exam. Hi Kesey, hi Rajveer, I see more of you have come into the class. This is our academic website here with the blue background. Click that big red button to join the premium package. And for the general version, look for the green background. And again, click that big red button there to join the premium package, with over 100 hours of HD video lessons for all sections, 6 original practice exams, and a fully interactive course for your phone, tablet, and PC. You can also get our apps, Academic IELTS Help and General IELTS Help, from your app stores, and you can send me an email if you have questions, adrian@aehelp.com. That's my email there. If you like working from paperback books, you can order paperback or electronic versions of our exams. Just search Amazon for AE Helps Academic IELTS or GE Helps General IELTS. Hi Preeti Yogi and Preeti Sina. I love how you spell your names differently. One is Priti, the other is Preeti. Interesting. Hi Saminder. All right. Students, so today we're finishing task 2, followed by task 1, line graph, sample work, essay. And then tomorrow we will have a speaking part 2 and speaking part 3. Hi, Hemant. Yes, Hemant, task 1 will be academic. It's going to be a line graph, okay? All right, so just a quick review of yesterday's work, and then we'll get right into the introductory paragraph. We have lots of writing to do in today's class, so let's work through it nice and smooth together and get as much done as possible. Yeah, Rajveer, this is task 2. I just before this class, I swapped around the classes because this is continuing from yesterday, Rajveer, okay? From yesterday's members chat class. Sorry, that was a little bit confusing there, I know. All right, so here was the question, IELTS task 2 writing. You should spend about 40 minutes on this task. Many individuals believe that people should eat more vegetables and less meat. Others disagree. What do you believe and why? Support your opinion and give examples and explanations from your own experience. So we read this, we paraphrased it, and then we did some really important order of operations, meaning critical thinking. We identified the topic as human nutrition and the controlling idea as the benefits or deficits of consuming more vegetables and less meat. Okay, so we went through the topic asking what is human nutrition. Human nutrition are the substances, especially food and liquids, that we put into our bodies. Why do humans eat? Well, we identified that we eat to live, to survive, for energy, and for pleasure. So we also eat because we enjoy eating. And then how do we maintain our nutritional needs? Well, we work, we earn money, we buy food from our markets, restaurants. We also prepare dishes at home. And sometimes we even produce our own food in smaller quantities in our gardens. Okay. All right, then we talked about the controlling ideas. So, what are the benefits of eating more vegetables and less meat? It's easier to digest. We consume less contaminants. It can be cheaper because meat can be quite expensive. It's less cholesterol. Why does eating more veggies than meat have these benefits for humans? Well, it's because arguably humans are mostly evolved to eat vegetables and only a small amount of meat. And then how does eating more veggies have these benefits? Well, we didn't cover this question. I think, Rajveer, it was you that mentioned that that's a good question to ask. It is. The answer there would have been our teeth, our digestive system, the enzymes in our bodies are more adapted for processing plants, okay, arguably. And I said that one more important question that we need to ask is, how do we eat more vegetables than meat? So always remember, students, that really important concept of quantitative, okay? So you have to move from qualitative to quantitative information, meaning numbers, okay? So in different parts of the world, eating more vegetables and less meat has different meanings, right? In North America, US, Canada, and Mexico, people consume a lot of meat, basically every day, 2 or 3 times. So my definition here was, instead of eating meat every day, eating meat only once a week. Of course, replacing the dietary need of meat with vegetables. That means that whatever meat I'm not eating, I replace that those calories with vegetables, with consuming vegetables. Okay, so the homework was to write the introductory paragraph. Now, I hope that some of the members did a better job than I did. I have been very short on time these past few days. So I'm going to ask you to help me here and share with me your introduction. So we're not going to discuss the other side of eating more meat is better, because I think it's a much more difficult argument. It's possible, but it's a more difficult argument. So we're going to stay with this side for this response. And let's just get right into the introductory paragraph, okay? So share your hooks with me, members, your hook statements. Okay? And I have a feeling at least some of you did this homework. So write for me a good hook for this essay. So again, think about the topic when you're thinking about the hook. A simple fact that catches the attention of people. Okay, so Ferdov says, nowadays, individuals worry about their diet more than ever. Ferdov, the idea of habits is a part of the word diet, so you don't need to say habits. Okay, so just simply, nowadays, individuals worry about their diet more than ever. I like it, Ferdov. I think that's a really good hook. Rajveer says, nutrition plays a vital role in ensuring the smooth functioning of the human body. That's a good hook as well, Rajveer. However, what you have there, Rajveer, is almost a part of the background, the definitions. So for Dobbs, Rajveer, if I read your hook and then I read Rajveer's hook, it's almost like we have the hook in the first part of the background. Just listen for it. Nowadays, individuals worry about their diet more than ever. Nutrition plays a vital role in ensuring the smooth and healthy functioning of the human body. You see that? So you basically have the first couple sentences of the introduction with those two combined. Okay. Kesey says, what to eat and how to eat are popular topics. That's good, Kesey. You do have to be careful with question markers in the essay. They can be good sometimes, Kesey. Just be cautious if you're using question markers like what and how, okay? Because then you're getting your reader to get their own answers in their head, and they might not be as open to your answers to those questions. So that's the challenge of posing questions to an audience. Vatsal, welcome to our group of members. Saminder says, human nutrition deals with the provision of essential nutrients provided by food to support human life. Saminder, that's definitely more the background than the hook, okay? It's a more complex sentence, and it's more explaining your concept of why nutrition is important. So remember, Rajveer and Saminder, that the background is definition and the importance of the topic. And I think what you have, Saminder and Rajveer, is more the importance of this topic. Okay? Preeti says, these days food habits have changed greatly from the past. Preeti Yogi, that's a very good hook. Okay, that's another good one. So far, I'm liking Ferdav's and Preeti's hook the most. Okay. Yes, Rajveer, nutrition is both singular and plural. It's a non-count noun. That's correct. Yeah. So I'm going to take Ferdav's here, and then give me the background. So explain to me the definition here as well. Okay, so the hook, let's take Ferdav's. Nowadays, individuals... instead of worry for dogs, I think a more academic word is concerned. Okay, so nowadays, individuals are more concerned about their diet than ever before. Okay, so that's a nice hook. Instead of worry, I think concern is a more academic term, if you're wondering, okay? And then we want to go into the background. Okay, so background, as you know, it's two parts, is definitions and importance. So give me some sentences for the background here. What are we talking about, and why are we talking about it? Okay. What are we talking about? Why are we talking about it? Be specific to this essay. Okay, Ferdav says, people consume vegetables and meat to ensure the functioning of their body. Okay, it's not bad, Ferdavs. I might be a little bit more specific. Remember, it's only 250, 300 words. So I might be a little bit more specific to this actual idea of consuming a lot of meat. Okay. Preeti says, the selection of the right nutrition is a big challenge for humans compared to the past. So Preeti, that's good for the importance. Okay, so that's another one for importance, Preeti. So that makes me, the reader, think about, okay, that's why it's important for me to read your essay and discuss this topic. Okay, but what's your definition? What are we talking about? Okay, Rajveer says, people usually visit markets to buy vegetables and animal products, and at times produce food at home in their gardens. Okay, it's not bad at Rajveer. I like that as well. Kesey says, people consume white and red meat for more protein and calories, while some prefer lots of greens on their table. Okay. All right. I like it, Kesey. I like it. Okay. Kesey, let's take yours. Let's enhance it a little bit because I think you're the closest on the definition. Again, when you're thinking of definitions, students, think about the specific topic. Okay. So here, not just the specific topic, but also involving the concept of the controlling idea. Vatsal says, among all people, some people prefer to consume veggies and others prefer to eat meat. Yes, so Vatsal and Kisi, you're on the same page. Go a little bit more quantitative. So I would do something like this to make it even a little bit better. So some people like to eat meat and vegetables daily, while others either eat meat only on occasion or are completely vegetarian. Okay, so this would be my definition, just to give the reader a little bit more specific idea about the exact concept of different types of meat and vegetable diets. Does that make sense, what I'm saying here? So I think Kisi, Vatsal, you're on the right track. Ferdovs, you're kind of close as well. But even being a little bit more precise will be more accurate for your reader. Always keep your reader in mind. So always think about how your reader is interpreting this information as it's connected to the question. Okay? So some people like to eat meat and vegetables daily, while others either eat meat only on occasion or are completely vegetarian. So now we have that clear concept of high consumers of meat versus low or no consumers of meat. Okay? Awaz says individuals eat a lot of vegetables and meat to enhance the immune system. Awaz, that's more of an argument that belongs into the body paragraph. Okay? Kalatoon says consuming meat is popular as we feel satisfied when eating it. Kalatoon, I think that's good as well. I would write it a little bit differently. So many people consume meat for pleasure regularly. Yeah, you can add that, certainly, Kalatoon. I like that concept as well. Okay, and then the importance. So for the importance, I'm just going to take one of the previous suggestions here. I'm going to take your statement, Rajveer, that you said for your hook and just change it a little bit for the importance, because it's quite good for the importance. So as nutrition plays a vital role in ensuring a healthy body, it is essential to closely examine and determine the optimal human diet. Okay? So that is my background. Okay, let's see what we have so far. All right. So nowadays, individuals are more concerned about their diet than ever before. Some people like to eat meat and veggies daily, while others either eat meat only on occasion or are completely vegetarian. As nutrition plays a vital role in ensuring a healthy body, it is essential to closely examine and determine the optimal human diet. Write that, and I guarantee you're on your way to a band 9. Okay? Doesn't have to be the same words or even the same grammar. It's the concept that you have to follow there. All right? So now comes the thesis. All right, and this is where we're going to have some fun. Again, let's look back here for why eating more veggies is why eating more veggies and less meat is better. So this was going back to that critical thinking. It's easier for the digestion. It has less contaminants. It's cheap, lower cholesterol, and it has less demand on natural resources. So let's see how you use this information to create your thesis statement. Your thesis should only have 2 points, okay? And here, I think there's a very clear, simple thesis in mind. Let's see what you come up with, okay? And then I'll give you some feedback. So give me some suggestions for a thesis statement thinking about this information, okay, or using this information. I'm really looking forward to what you come up with for your thesis statement. And again, for all of our viewers, your thesis statement should always be a direct thesis statement. Our students always improve their band score by at least 1 band in the writing section when they start using a direct thesis statement for their essays. Okay. Rajveer says, many individuals, including myself, believe that the benefits of consuming more vegetables and less meat are higher, including easier digestion and less contamination. Okay, you can go with that, Rajveer. Absolutely, you can build an essay from that. I love how you remembered that this is a first-person essay and your own opinion is included. Okay. Ferdov says, many people believe that the diet of many vegetables and less meat is the best. I agree with this statement as it is not only cheaper but also healthier. Okay, for Dobbs, you could go with that as well. So your body paragraph 1 is cheaper, your body paragraph 2 is healthier, and I know that you're writing a first-person essay. Good. You've fulfilled most of, if not all, the goals of a good thesis statement. That's nice. Okay. Preeti says, nutrition is a basic need for human survival, and it is essential to keep both a healthy body and mind. Preeti, did you catch that? So a little bit of correction there. Nutrition is the basic need for human survival, and it is essential to keep a healthy body and mind. Preeti, that thesis is too general. Okay, it's too broad. We're not talking about the basic need of human nutrition. We're talking about eating more vegetables and less meat. Okay, so your thesis is off topic here, or it's not specific enough. All right, you have to be very careful, students, not to generalize the question and go off topic. Okay, that's a common mistake, Preeti. Oh, I see, Preeti. It's not the thesis, it's the background. Okay. Well, we're on the thesis now, so that was a bit confusing for me. But yeah, so for the importance, Preeti, it's okay. If that's what you're mentioning for the importance, it's okay. All right. Preeti Yogi. Many people believe that vegetables have a lot of benefits, such as high quality nutritional value and building a healthy body instead of eating meat. Preeti, I think your order of concepts is a little bit off. So the idea of instead of eating meat should come earlier in that sentence. While I wait for some more of your thesis statements, this might be my thesis statement. Okay. So many people, and this is how you can do this, Rajveer, what you were doing there, myself included. Okay, so I'm adding this concept. So to have another way to show your first person voice, you can do it like this. Many people, comma, myself included, comma. It's an additive comma use here, so additive definition or information. Okay, so many people, myself included, ascertain that a vegetable rich diet with only with only once a week consumption of meat is better both for the individual and society. Okay, how about that for a thesis statement? So again, just pushing you for that band 9, right? And remember what I said yesterday, members, that whenever you're thinking about these topics, think about the individual, think about society, right? Because humans are often forced to think in this kind of dual perspective of the individual and the group of individuals as society, okay? So many people, myself included, ascertain that a vegetable-rich diet with only once a week consumption of meat is better both for the individual and society. So that's my thesis. Yours can be different. You can use different words. So nutritionists and I believe that vegetable diet with only eating meat once each week is better for people and for community. So there are many ways to express that same idea. Expressing that idea, you're on the right track. Okay. All right. Does that make sense, students, that thesis statement? And can you kind of see where I'm going with this? And often when you're doing this, so when you refer to the individual in society, it's good to have your body paragraph 1 about the individual because that's one person, right? So body 1, one person. Okay, some eyebrows there. And then body 2, of course, once we've understood how the concept benefits the single individual, then we can move to how it benefits multiple individuals as parts of the greater group. Okay, so body 2. So whatever the question, if it's not about eating less meat and more vegetables, if it's about riding a bicycle instead of driving a car, or using solar panels instead of burning gasoline for electricity. So for lots of other topics, you can follow this same kind of concept and structure as individual and then society. Okay. All right. Preeti Sina says, many people believe that vegetables are more beneficial for the human body rather than eating meat. I strongly agree with this statement because vegetables are not only fruitful for the individual, but also for society. Right, Preeti? Nice. So you paraphrased my thesis statement. That's good. Okay. Awad says, many individuals find that consuming more veggies than meat is better as they are healthier, which means they are natural, which means they are happier and they do not contain different chemicals. As well, vegetables are cheaper. Awaz, be careful with your grammar. Okay. Kalitun, a lot, 2 words. A lot. Okay. A space lot. Okay. All right. So students, doing good. Let's continue with body paragraph 1. So we're going to make the argument that eating more vegetables and less meat is healthy for the individual. Okay, let's do this together. Keep with me, stay with me. And then if you decide to, rewrite this essay using your own points, because as Ferdow's stated, he wanted to talk about it's healthier and cheaper, you could do that as well. So more than one way to skin a cat. You could say many people, myself included, ascertain that a vegetable-rich diet with only once a week consumption of meat is better both for finances and health. Okay, so I'm doing a very simple paraphrase of your concept here for Dobbs by replacing these with these. You could do that. So if you want to try that for homework and then send it to me, by all means. Okay, you can do that. But for now, for this class, we're going to focus on individual and society. Okay. So let's do that. Let's get into it. So body paragraph 1. We start with the topic sentence. And get right into it. So give me a topic sentence for body paragraph 1, which defines better for the individual. Okay. So define that concept for me. All right. Ferdov says, it is proven that people suffer from eating excessive amounts of meat. Yeah, you can start by the negative, Ferdovs. Just make sure to bring it back to the positive. And eating more vegetables leads to better health. Okay, sure. We can do that. Let's see some more topic sentences. Please. Okay. So what do we mean? What does that mean? Better is a very qualitative word. So what does that mean? It's better for the individual to eat more vegetables, less meat. Okay? And don't take too long. So you want to push yourself to both think quickly in English, produce the words, of course, and accurately. Okay, so that's the goal here. And by the way, many of you members that have been with me for the past few months, it's amazing how much you have improved in both your English skills and your communication skills for these kinds of assignments. So good for you, okay? Rajveer says, eating vegetables is advantageous for the individuals as it helps to improve the digestive system. Rajveer, digestive system, okay? Digestion is the noun. Digestive is the adjective, I-V-E. And Preeti says, on one hand, eating more veggies is beneficial to have a healthy body and a healthy mind. Preeti, that's a good topic sentence, sure, especially for the IELTS. You don't have to get too fancy. Kisi says, more and more families are changing their table from more meat to more greens. Okay, finish the idea, Kisi, because they want to live healthier and happier lives. Okay, so finish that sentence, Kisi. We want to make the connection to better for the individual. Okay. Now, careful, Kisi, because when you're talking about families, you start to kind of cross over into society. All right. Preeti says eating vegetables are more natural and healthy for people. Yeah. Okay. So, sure. All right. We can start with that. So. Eating more vegetables provides individuals with health benefits, including lower cholesterol, more vitamins, and greater energy. Okay? So, something like that. All right? Something like that. Okay? So, one more time. Eating more vegetables provides individuals with health benefits, including lower cholesterol, more vitamins, and greater energy. All right. So that's my topic sentence. Now comes the explanation. Why? Okay. I'm going to keep going back to the original question, right? Less animal produce. So eating more vegetables and less animal produce provides individuals with health benefits, including lower cholesterol, more vitamins, and greater energy. Okay, explanation. So why? Why do I say that? Why do you say this? Give me some sentences, students. Give me supporting points, right? So support that topic sentence. And of course, a better way to think about a supporting point is an explanation, right? An explanation. Now, this is where you want to think quantitative as well, right? So think quantitative, all right? Not just abstract words like better, more, but also numbers. Make them up. It's okay. They don't have to be exact, all right? Let's see what you come up with. Okay, meanwhile, I'll read some more suggestions. Awaz says consuming more vegetables are beneficial for the human body as it helps enhance the intestinal microflora. Okay, I think you're kind of going into an explanation there, Awaz. I'm not sure if that was your intention. Kalatoon says by including a greater consumption of vegetables than meat, humans are provided with health benefits including lower cholesterol, more vitamins, and greater energy. Okay, all right, Kalatoon, nice. So you're paraphrasing what I've written. Just pay attention to my corrections there. Ferdov says people eat more vegetables to maintain their health as it is suggested by doctors. Not bad for Dobbs. I'd be a little bit cautious to bring doctor recommendations into the essay at this point. It might be a little bit confusing for your reader. Keep your reader in mind, okay? Ruslan says it is getting popular to be fit. One part of this is a good diet, which contains more vegetables and less animal meat. Ruslan, that information belongs to the introduction, the introductory paragraph, not this body paragraph about eating more vegetables and less meat is good for the person. Okay. Rajveer says, since vegetables are easier to digest than animal products, it takes only 30 minutes to translate food into usable calories. Very good, Rajveer. I love the way you think, Rajveer. I really do. Okay. May I ask, Rajveer, have you finished university? Are you doing a master's or a PhD? You have very quick, accurate logic for this. So since, I'm going to take exactly what you wrote. Since vegetables are much easier to digest than meat, it takes just 30 minutes to process. I would use the word process instead of translate, Rajveer, to process greens into usable calories as where the same amount of meat may take up to 24 hours. Okay, it's really nice. All right. Yeah, Rajveer, I'm not surprised that you've completed your master's. I can see that you've had that kind of training for the way that you're thinking. So what I like about Rajveer's thinking is that his thinking is specific to the question, right? So he keeps thinking about this, more vegetables, less meat, more vegetables, less meat, that comparison. And now, as I've suggested, he's thinking, okay, numbers. So how can I compare numbers of vegetables to meat? Aha, of course, if I visualize it, if I eat a salad, it's usable energy within the hour. If I eat a big steak, it's usable energy 6-7 hours later. Okay, so that's what you want to do. All right. So eating more vegetables and less animal produce provides individuals with health benefits, including lower cholesterol, more vitamins, and greater energy. Since vegetables are much easier to digest than meat, it takes just 30 minutes to process greens into usable calories, as where the same amount of meat may take up to 24 hours for digestion. Okay, make it a little bit clearer. All right, let's see what else students come up with. Okay. Preeti says, first of all, vegetables not only keep a healthy body, but also a healthy mind. It is digested quickly compared to meat. Preeti Yogi, the second sentence is all you need. Your first sentence is too general. Again, it's more for the introduction. But your second sentence, it is easier to digest, or it's faster to digest vegetables than meat, is great. And what you want to do, Preeti, is change that into numbers as well, like what we're doing here. Okay? IELTS people, the examiners love to see that kind of content. Okay? Awaz says, vegetables are lighter compared to animal meat. They contain fewer calories and fats, which help people to stay healthier. Yeah, so we can keep going here as well. It is well known, furthermore, it is well known that animal fats are deposited. Now, of course, this is actually arguable because it's not quite true, but it doesn't matter for the IELTS, okay? So furthermore, it is well known that animal fats are deposited as cholesterol in arteries, which can lead to cardiovascular disease. But this is not the case with a plant-based diet. Okay, so now it depends on how fast you are, your vocabulary, how much more you want to write in the explanation, but definitely we can write a lot more. So furthermore, it is well known that animal fats are deposited as cholesterol in the arteries, which is not exactly true, but that's okay, which can lead to cardiovascular disease, means heart disease. So if you don't know the word cardiovascular, you can use the word heart, okay? If you know the word cardiovascular, of course, it's a higher level lexical resource. But this is not the case with a plant-based diet. Sure, so we have a good explanation here. Give me an example. Okay, let's see the example that you come up with now to support this information. Again, keep in mind the voice of your essay when you're thinking of the example. Try to think about what you might write in the next body paragraph, and maybe if you can come up with an example that will work for both paragraphs or that you can kind of reflect on in both paragraphs. Okay, so keep all those in mind. All right, I can see Firdavs and Rajveer have been thinking about this. So Firdavs says, I have been a vegetarian for the past 10 years and have not had any problems with my health. Contrary, my father loves to eat steak and he suffers from cardiovascular disease. Okay, yeah, Firdavs, that would work. Yeah, absolutely. I hope it's not true. I hope your father's happy and healthy, but yeah, that definitely works as an example. Rajveer says, for instance, I have preferred to eat cucumber and lettuce before an intense workout to gain maximum energy. Yeah, okay. Rajveer, that absolutely works. It backs up that point, right? Vatsal says, eating vegetables are very beneficial compared to eating meat because of eating too much meat. Many people in China now suffer from the coronavirus. Vatsal, the example, although I understand it, it doesn't work here because we haven't talked about disease. So if my explanation discusses chemicals and contaminants that are in meat, such as bacteria virus, pesticides, and so on, or insecticides or whatever, then that would be better. But I haven't discussed contamination of meat as one of the negatives of eating meats and the benefits of eating more vegetables. So I can't give an example that's off topic. My example should always be backing up my explanation. Okay, so the example always has to be closely tied to the explanation. Otherwise, it becomes confusing for your reader. Okay? All right. And then Rajveer's added, it helps me to stay in shape and be healthy. Yeah, so, for example, I always eat a big salad an hour before my workouts, as this ensures I have optimal energy. On the contrary, my friend John loves to eat meat, and he has been suffering with some cardiovascular issues as a result. Okay, so there is my body one. Now, if I want to connect, that's fairly simple here. So connect and conclude. For the IELTS, keep it simple. This is one of two reasons for people to eat more greens and less animal protein. Okay, and then you're ready for the next body paragraph 2. All right, so let's read from the top what we have with the introduction. Okay, members, here we go. So let's go from the top. Let's read the question again. This is really good practice at home. You should read the question, read your introduction, read your body one, and then see what you think. Think about it as I'm the reader, okay? Somebody else wrote this. So my neighbor, Sarah, wrote this. And I'm going to read this question, read the introduction and body, and I'm going to give my honest opinion of, is it good? Is it bad? Did I go off topic? Does it make sense? So thinking about these questions. So you should spend about 40 minutes on this task. Many individuals believe that people should eat more vegetables and less meat. Others disagree. What do you believe and why? Support your opinion and give examples and explanations from your own experience. Okay. So, nowadays, individuals are more concerned about their diet than ever before. Some people like to eat meat and vegetables daily, while others either eat meat only on occasion or are completely vegetarian. As nutrition plays a vital role in ensuring a healthy body, it is essential to closely examine and determine the optimal human diet. Many people, myself included, ascertain that a vegetable-rich diet with only once a week consumption of meat is better both for the individual and society. Eating more vegetables and less animal produce provides individuals with health benefits including lower cholesterol, more vitamins, and greater energy. Since vegetables are much easier to digest than meat, it takes just 30 minutes to process greens into usable calories, as where the same amount of meat may take up to 24 hours for digestion. Furthermore, it is well known that animal fats are deposited as cholesterol in arteries, which can lead to cardiovascular disease. But this is not the case with a plant-based diet. For example, I always eat a big salad an hour before my workouts, as this ensures I have optimal energy. On the contrary, my friend John loves to eat meat, and he has been suffering with some cardiovascular issues as a result. This is one of two reasons for people to eat more greens and less animal protein. Does it make sense? I think so. Am I answering the question? I believe so. Am I making a good argument? Yeah, it seems like it. Okay. Is it specific to the question? Sure, it looks that way. Okay. Am I paraphrasing a lot of the words or am I repeating a lot of the words? Well, it feels like I'm doing a fairly good job using different vocabulary to paraphrase, keep it interesting. So far, so good. Now I need body paragraph 2 and I need the conclusion. And for that will be your homework, members. Okay, so body 2 and the conclusion following from this essay. Do that for homework, send it to my email, and I'll let you know how you did. Okay? So I see Preeti Yogi is really, you're ambitious to get going. Good, Preeti. Finish it. Okay, so on the other, consuming more veggies and less meat is also beneficial for society. It's not on the other hand, Preeti, it's furthermore. Okay, because you're not contrasting, it's not an opposite, but it's an addition. So furthermore, consuming more vegetables and less meat is also an advantage for society. So that's a good way to start the topic sentence, Preeti, for body 2. Okay, everyone, on that note, we'll stop there. I will also finish this essay and I will post it, as I have done in the past with other essays, onto the YouTube community board, so you can check out the full essay there. And in 30 minutes, I will host a Task 1 essay class for everyone. Everybody can join the chat for a line graph, okay? So that will be a line graph coming up in 30 minutes. Members, send your second body paragraph and conclusion to my email, adrian@aehelp.com, okay? I'll look forward to those. And to all of our viewers, make sure to join our premium courses at aehelp.com and gieltshelp.com. You're very welcome, Rajveer. Bye for now, Preeti. And Awaz, yes, see you in 30 minutes. Keep up the good work, everyone. And remember the points from this class. A lot of information in there, okay? Kisi, so happy to have you in the class. I hope your day is going great. All right, everyone.